morning. Good morning. Hello, everybody. Happy whatever day it is. I think it's Thursday. Hello, hello. Let me let everybody know that I'm online so we can get a party going up in here. So come on in and let's see what we can get into today. Okay, we are on. I found it. So let me share it out. And if you find it, please share it. All right. So, good morning. Good morning, Kelly. Yes, I am feeling well. Thank you so much, Kelly. Yeah, just little a little sleepy this morning, but other than that, I do feel great. So let's go ahead and get into the heart brain coherence cuppa style, and we do it with our breath. There's 3 steps. First one, put your hand on your heart, bringing your focus to your heart. Second step is you take a deep breath in slowly. Breathe it in and release it just as slowly. They're slowing everything down. There's no need to rush this morning. We only need to be here, present in this moment. So with your next breath, add in some love. Those are the 3 ingredients. Slow down the breath, touch the heart, and add some love in. And then on cuppa style, we love somebody. So hold somebody in your heart. Who are you going to bring in there? Who are you going to say, thank you, I love you? Who will you say that to today? And I think it's Thursday. Let me change my thing on here so y'all can not be confused. It's Thankful Thursday. There we go. So find something that you can hold in your heart, something to be grateful for. I'm grateful for the breath that I'm taking. I'm grateful for another day alive. Good morning, Deirdre. So we do also, when we're doing our heart brain, we add in our affirmations. And whatever you want to use as your affirmation, go ahead and say that. I am enough. That's what my shirt says. You are enough. So remind yourself, I am enough. I am worthy. I am happy. I am healthy. Miracles happen to me every day. Opportunities show up everywhere. I'm a spark of the divine. And look at this. Catherine Kovacs came in. I love you too, Deirdre. Pat Moss, welcome in. And Deirdre's grateful for her peas. I am so grateful for you peas coming in every day and saying hello to each other and loving on each other. And that was day 410 of saying our affirmations together. Good morning, Kathy Hand. I hope you're safe on your way to work this morning. All right, so it's Thursday, and that's gratitude. Give gratitude every day, no matter what day it is. But Thursdays, it just feels good, doesn't it, to do Thankful Thursday. Think of what you're grateful for. Dwell on that. Dwell on that which brings you happiness in your heart, peace in your heart, love in your heart. Right now, coffee brings me happiness. So I'm thanking God for my sister's Keurig machine that I can have coffee just like that and it's ready for me. Good morning, Suzanne. Well, I'm also grateful for all that signed up for our gathering that's going to happen in October. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning, Blue. Oh, Blue, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so sorry you had a rough day yesterday, but welcome, welcome this morning. It's a new day, and I hope that your eyes are doing well this morning. So yes, we are having a pea gathering in October, and I am so excited because we have a full house that's going to be there, loving on each other, and we're just going to have fun. We're going to be inspired. We're going to bathe in some sound from singing bowls. We're going to do some Tai Chi or Qigong. I'm not sure which yet. Whatever comes up. And we're going to learn more about ourselves at this gathering and about each other. Good morning, Linda Lemieux. And Kathy Hand says, I'm grateful I received whispers in time to add it to Bob's birthday gift today. Oh, awesome. Is today his actual birthday, Kathy? If so, let's give Bob some love. And Blue says, yes, it was. It's beautiful today, though I need rest. You most certainly do, my dear. You need your rest. But I'm so glad that you're here. And I'm glad that it is a beautiful, beautiful day there in Vermont, as it is here in Kentucky. Well, it's a little chilly, but we were driving. Yes, I was driving, and Billy was riding with me yesterday to her radiation treatments. And the sky was absolutely amazing. There wasn't even a hint of a cloud in the sky. It was that beautiful baby blue sky, and I was just loving life, seeing all of nature, seeing the colors that are out. So yes, today is Bob Hand's birthday. Happy birthday, Bob. I'm so happy we're able to celebrate it with you. And Kathy, I'm so glad you got whispers. Mine is supposed to be here today. So tomorrow on Friday, we'll start with picking a page and reading one of the whispers out of that book. I'm so excited to see it. Is it as beautiful in print as it is looking at it online? Because I'm hoping that sweet little Max's picture on the front is going to just make that book so irresistible that everybody wants a copy of it. All right, so we're sharing some birthday love with Bob. Thank you, everyone, for doing so. And what else? I'm just grateful for life. Grateful that the bear that showed up in the neighborhood this morning didn't do any harm other than throw all of the garbage all over the place. My niece had to go out this morning early and pick up garbage off the ground because the bear decided there was something good in there that he was digging to get into. But he didn't come into anybody's house. He didn't harm anyone or any dogs. So I'm grateful for that he was focused just on what he could eat. So how about story time today? Anybody want story time? Just tell me yay or nay, and we'll do story time. And I'll have another sip of coffee with you. So cheers, everybody. And I'll pull it up just in case you do want story time. Let me see if I can find it. My computer's being really weird today. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Andrea wants story time. So let me get it up here where I can see it and share it with you. Oh, yes, I do remember story time. And thank you, Catherine. All right, so it is called Betrayal, Trust, and WWJD. If you want something you never have had, you must be willing to do something you have never done. That's a quote from Thomas Jefferson, one of our presidents of our country. We did not come to earth to just sit around and do nothing. We are here to stretch ourselves, to be challenged, to live. In life, we face many situations where we make choices, some life-changing, some simply out of need. I believe we have an agenda of what we want to discover and uncover. We may not know the minute details, and that's okay, but we know the topic that we are going to study. In my own life, trust is the big lesson plan. Many times my faith has been shaken because it felt as though someone pulled the rug out from under me. Each time, however, I have seen how trust issues were teaching me. Even Jesus taught us that he underwent lessons on trust. He openly shared that he knew he was being betrayed. He did not rat out his betrayer, Judas, although he could have. He loved him in any way, in spite of what he had done. In handling the situation this way, he was able to teach us that we also can find forgiveness when trust is broken. Dear angels, it is not an easy thing to face situations where we are let down or betrayed. How do we handle this and rise above our feelings of wanting to disassociate or even share our story of what we experienced? Dear ones, for you to benefit from an experience, you must examine it from different outcomes of your possible reactions. Yes, Jesus made a choice when he kept silent about the one who betrayed him, yet he let his betrayer know that he knew. How you handle your lessons in trust will determine how much you are willing to grow from the experience. The easy road is not the one that will give you the most growth. Do you think it was easy for Jesus to keep silent? He made a choice, and when questioned, he did not share the name. Whenever you are faced with a difficult decision regarding trust, simply step away from your desire to point fingers and ask what the best decision would be and what outcome you are hoping for in sharing what you know. Look at the example given by the greatest teacher ever to bless you with his presence and ask, what would Jesus do in this situation? And then do that. The angels whisper, your life is an opportunity both for you to learn and for you to teach by your example. Be aware of the choices you make along the way and what message you are sharing about your lesson. So today, I promise to look at my choices and make better decisions by being aware of the consequences of my actions. So I think our little nugget, our little gem today is the easy road is not the one that will give you the most growth. And I'm going to put that up for all of us to just take that in for a minute. Just take in what the angel said here, because this is important. It's important for us to realize that we didn't come here to lay on a lounge chair and sunbathe our whole life. Yeah, that's fun, and that's enjoyable, and that's peaceful. We came here to be stretched, like the angel said, to stretch ourselves, to learn more about how to love each other, even when we're betrayed, even when we're let down, somebody doesn't meet our expectations. That's our expectations, right? So taking that easy road, it's not the one that's going to help us to understand things more fully, and especially to understand trust more fully. Good morning, Annie7. Good morning, Brandy. So I'd like to know, just a little poll here. Have you ever experienced this? Have you ever had somebody let you down or betray you, do something that was hurtful or harmful, or just blindsided you? Something happened out of the blue and you were surprised, you were taken aback by what they did. And then how did you handle it? It's not easy, and it's not something we talk about a lot, is it? But I have a new podcast coming May 2nd, the first Saturday in May. I'm going to be really delving into the WWJD. What would Jesus do? What did he do? And this is just one example of how he handled a human experience. When somebody betrayed him, he didn't point a finger and say, you're a terrible person. Look at what you've done now. He didn't say that. He just let everybody know that something had happened, but he didn't say who. He didn't point out somebody so that he would be an outcast or they would hate on him. He just loved him anyway. And Brandy, oh yes, there's been a betrayal there. That it's hard when someone really does something horrendous towards you, or even little, even when there's somebody that says something that hurts. That's a betrayal of trust. You trust that person, or else you wouldn't have invited them into your life and had an experience with them. And Deirdre says, after my son stole my inheritance, I did forgive him. It took a minute. I always knew that everything happens for a reason, so I got over it. Yeah, we can't change what happened. It was an experience. It was an experience to teach, for us to learn how we're going to show up, how we're going to be an example for others. So proud of you, Deirdre. WWJD, forgive. Absolutely. And Brandy says, I'm still butthurt by a few situations. That's okay. Look at how you are showing up for you. That's the important thing. If somebody betrays you, it's not about that person. And that's what Jesus was teaching us. It wasn't about Judas. It wasn't about him at all. And that's what he was trying to share, that we're not to focus on who was the instrument for things to change in our life. We're to focus on the lesson and the blessing from how we show up, how we react, how we handle it. And good morning, Kathleen Caputo. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Mama Hada Bear. Welcome, welcome. Joanne, I think I said good morning to you, but if I didn't, good morning. I miss you. I love you. And I hope all is well with you this morning. All right, let's see what Kuan Yin has to say about our message. How do we know what Jesus would do? That is a wonderful question, Brandy. Jesus taught by example when he was here. He also taught in parables. He taught us by sharing stories. That's why I love story time so much. That's why I love sharing what the angels have to say to us, because Jesus did that. He taught in parables and helped us to understand things a little bit better about God and about our own spirituality. And yes, it is a sincere question, and I'm taking it that way, Brandy. So this podcast I'm going to do, I've been curious about Jesus my whole life. The man, I understand Jesus, the Lord, and as the Son of God. But the man, the human being that showed up on this planet, he was here for 33 years. And I know there were so many things that we don't know because it was never written about, or if it was, they're somewhere where we don't have access to them. So we want to look at that. I want to ask, and I want to get an inspired answer. The angels have been using my voice for many years now to channel messages, and now they're sharing that they'll channel messages about Jesus. And what I heard very clearly was, if you want to know an answer, go to the source. So that's what this podcast is. It's going to the source. It's not going to anything written by man, even though we will talk about some of those things that we know that were written about Jesus. That it's going to be asking and getting confirmations from Spirit of what we're hearing. So, Brandy, I hope you'll be able to tune in to it. It'll be on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock. And Kathy says, yes, my son hurt me over and over during his addiction, but I'm happy I loved him through it all. Love him anyway. That's such a huge lesson from our Jesus. Love him anyway. Whatever they're doing to you, just go into the love energy, because love is what heals. And love will heal your heart. And that's what's important. It's not about the other person that does something that hurts you or betrays you. It's about you and why you're here in this lifetime. Good morning, Leo. Good morning to you, sweet one. All right. So Kuan Yin says, moved by the call. Wild love of my own soul, I call upon you. I trust in the process of letting go and the wild loving life calling me to my divine destiny. I trust in my fearless spirit. So even Kuan Yin is talking to us about trust this morning, because that's such a big, big, big lesson. And, when I went to the angels last night, because every night when I sit with them, I just have something, usually the question that I have, or something has happened, and it starts a conversation with them. And I was really shaken this week by the death of David, and many of you are aware that happened. And I was like, all right, angels, this one I don't understand. And I appreciate you, Deirdre, for posting something online about it, because I think many of us that followed him and looked at how he was working toward this full disclosure of everything that was being hidden from us and not being able to openly speak about it. And so when I went to them, my heart was focused on, okay, this is another mystery of what's going on, and what the heck, So it is a place and a thing that happens where, when we're shaken, we go to the source. Go to the source and just ask. Sally's in here. Good morning, Sally. And who else came in? All right, we got Leo. All right, so when we're shaken, when our trust is broken, what did we learn? Love them anyway. Whatever that situation is that shook you, go into trust, go into faith, go into belief. And Sally says, good morning, everyone. Just stopping in to say good morning and let you know that I arrived and I'm doing good, better than I thought that I would. But that first week after surgery was horrible. Yeah, anytime we go through a repair, then our body has to mend again. It has to get back to a good place. And Sally, I'm so happy that it's behind you And now every day will be a better day. And Deirdre says, David always said he'd never kill himself. I'm wondering if he's one of the many scientists that have also gone missing. It's all disclosure, and we'll see, I guess. We will see. And Deirdre, I've listened to some of his latest recordings and public speaking, and yeah, it's hard to imagine that that is what actually happened. All right, let's see what Yogananda has to say. Today is the 23rd. Wow. And he's talking about happiness. Happiness depends to some extent upon external conditions, but chiefly upon mental attitudes. In order to be happy, one should have good health, a well-balanced mind, a prosperous life, the right work, a thankful heart, and above all, wisdom or knowledge of God. Above all else, know that going to the Creator, going straight to Source, this is where you're going to see that, you know what? This stuff, this 3D stuff, is just stuff. It's not what our focus is going to be. So whether we have a situation like what happened recently and a lot of us were shook, or somebody betrays us, somebody talks bad about us, or does something that that knocks us backwards. I don't know. It's only 3D stuff. It's only surface. And what I like to do is go deeper, dig a little deeper in myself, not about anybody else, not about their situation or anybody's situation, other than how am I showing up through this? Brandy, I saw that you had a question. David Wilcock, and there's many light workers that looked to him for full disclosure. He had a Gaia show where he talked about disclosure and talked about things such as UFOs and things that were kept hidden from us for so long, and he wanted things to be out in the open. So if you're not familiar with him, maybe pull up one of his talks and listen to what he had to say. And he also has written a book. So there's a lot in that book also to listen to. So anyway, let's do prayer time. And I want to lift up those who are shaken by the recent happenings and the experiences that we're all going through with this. I want to lift up our Sally, who's here. I want to lift up anybody going through trust issues, trust lessons. It's all a trust lesson. This is what I'm finding out. And I have always said that's been my biggest lesson in this lifetime, is how do I handle it? How do I learn more about myself? How do I learn more about how Jesus would handle it? WWJD. And I want to live my life with that, to understand more about unfolding in the evidence of me being a spiritual being and focusing in on what that's all about, what that means. Kelly, yes, he did go live 2 days before, and he made it very clear that he was not suicidal. So I did listen to that last broadcast, and it's still a mystery of what exactly happened. Brandy, I hope you have a great day, and thank you for always asking us to pray for those touched by suicide. those touched by addiction or dementia of any type. Thank you for that prayer. And we do focus on that every day. Deirdre, thank you for our daily prayer for all humans, for Gaia and all who live on her back, for world peace, attention to human trafficking, for our children, support for all families living with addiction, our troops, all the countries, all of the leaders of every nation praying for peace. For me and my family, especially, please lift up Billy, lift up Paula, and any traveling P's, anybody out on the roads. And Billy and I are on the road every day as I take her down to her treatment this week and being with her as long as I can before I head out west to be in Colorado. All right, so any other requests that you have, anyone that you want to lift up in prayer? Kelly, we lift you up in prayer every day. We lift up our Kim McElwain. I don't think I've seen her come in this morning. We're lifting her and her animals. Our Blue with her surgeries and her treatments to her eyes. Lifting you up, Deirdre, for your eyesight and anything else going on. Lifting up our Mama Hada Bear. And Kathleen says, when I saw the news about Wilcock, I thought it wasn't true. So much false posts on social media. It was hard to believe, but this is happening to a lot of scientists and people who find a cure for certain diseases that will prevent making a lot of money. Absolutely. Kathleen, I was right there with you. I thought it was a hoax because there are so many of those online. Unfortunately, it was not a hoax. It was true. And he will certainly be missed. So, yeah, one of my thoughts was he doesn't have to hide anymore, because that was something I've been following him for years. And I remember when he had to go into hiding because there were so many death threats against him. Brandy Billy's undergoing radiation. She's got a couple more weeks of that to go. And please lift her in prayer because she needs that right now. And prayer does make a difference. Good morning, Jennifer. And Joanne, lifting up your Aunt Elaine. She's coming home from the hospital today. She's been very weak, and she will have hospice care. Yes, we're lifting her up and lifting up your entire family, Joanne, for what's happening there with your aunt. Okay, let's go into our hearts. If there's anyone that I missed, I lift all of you up. So if I didn't say your name, know that you are in that prayer circle, as we don't leave anybody out when we say our prayers. And if there's something going on with you, let us know that. Put in the comments that you would like to be lifted in prayer. And if you want to let us know what's going on, then certainly do that. I did see our Leo come in, and let's lift him up. Okay. Doing a little bit of clearing there, aren't we? So whoever needed to be cleared of energy, I think that's what just happened. And yes, thank you, Brandy, for remembering that we lift up Tony as she stood right there by Sally, being her caregiver through all of that recent experience and through every day, loving on Sally. So let's breathe in, breathe into our hearts, and breathe that love back out into the world. And we're taught by Jesus to forgive. So if there's any energy in your heart that's holding you back from fully loving others, loving yourself, loving God, loving the divine, this is an opportunity to release that energy, to let it go. Don't hold on to it. It only creates an energy of anger and grief and sadness inside of you. So Jesus taught us to let it go. He didn't hold any bitterness toward those who betrayed him. So why would we do that? This lesson of what would Jesus do is huge. We had him for a minute walking among us, and we did that. He did that on purpose. So let's learn. Let's learn from the Master to not hold on to anything, but to let it flow over us. Learn from the lesson. And that's my prayer, that we can all do that. We can all learn together from the lessons of life. Whatever it may be, whether it's something physical happening to us, emotional. Sometimes those emotional hurts go a lot deeper than physical hurts. And maybe it's mental anguish. Maybe it's spiritual questioning, and absolutely question everything. But be open, be ready to receive answers. We lift up our loved ones, anybody going through their trials, people who are coming up to the end of their physical existence here on earth. We lift up the loved ones that will be left with a hole in their heart where that person was once able to be hugged and held. We lift up our world leaders. And God, we ask for peace on our earth. We ask to see each other and respect each other. Respect that we have differences of opinions, and it's okay. It's okay to think in a different way and still love each other. So I just want to thank you, God, for this family, this beautiful spiritual family that gathers every day to do just that, to love each other no matter what. And I thank you for the love that's placed inside of each of us. Thank you for answered prayer. Thank you for giving us miracles every day. Thank you for giving us the miracle of Jesus. Thank you for Divine Mother. Thank you for our angels. Thank you for the ascended masters who lived a life here on earth and understand now how to guide us, how to help us to see things in a different perspective. We love you, we honor you, and we thank you for taking our burdens. Om Shanti, Om Peace, and Amen. Thank you, Joanne. I see the prayers for Anna going through breast cancer. Absolutely, lifting her up. And so many of you are aware that I did go through that experience. It's been 7 years since I went through the experience, and I'm always available. Anybody who needs a word, needs a prayer, needs to understand the experience a little better from someone who's been there, I'm always, always open. My door is open. My phone is always open to anybody who needs to just talk or have me give them a hug or share what my experience was all about so that you can learn more about what it is like to go through it and be on the other side of it. So thank you to anyone who sends someone my way to just love on and love them through it. All right, so let's get Leo and Brookie singing to us this morning. Let me go grab that. And here we go, up, up, up. on your heart center and slow down your breathing.
Higher and higher and higher, yeah. Beyond the clouds, past the sun, that's where we're headed. By the power of the Spirit, guided by purpose, raising consciousness. Up, 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 we gonna raise the vibe high and high till we touch the sky. We don't need no wings to fly. Up, 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 we gonna raise the vibe high and high. Set your intentions, we off to another dimension. Up, 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 we go. Let love lead the way. Up, 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 we go. No time to hesitate. Up, 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 we go. And it feels so good. Up, 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 we go.
Let's breathe in love. Breathe that love out into the world.
There was a time when I didn't know what to do. I'd focus my mind on things that just made me blue. No reason, no rhyme, making the negative true. I didn't know what else to do, but then I found my groove. We're going up, 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 to a higher plane, up, where we can't complain, up, where we can't refrain from anything bringing us down. Up, to a higher plane, up, where we can't complain, up, where we can't refrain from anything bringing us down.
Up, 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 we gonna raise the vibe high and high till we touch the sky. We don't need no wings to fly. Up, 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 we gonna raise the vibe high and high. Set your intentions, we off to another dimension. Up, 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 we go. Let love lead the way. Up, 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 we go. No time to hesitate. Up, up, we go. And it feels so good. Up, up, we go. We going higher, higher, yeah. We going higher, higher, yeah. We going higher, higher, yeah.
We're going higher and higher and higher, yeah.
Up, up, we gonna raise the vibe high and higher till we touch the sky. We don't need no wings to fly. Up, we gonna, and it feels so. Up, we go.
Off to another dimension.
Going higher, higher, we go.
Higher, yeah.
Going higher, higher, we go.
Flying high, so high.
Going higher, higher, we go.
We're going higher and higher and higher, yeah.
Going higher, higher, yeah.
Up, up, up. Thanks, you little Max man. We love you so much. Thank you, Peas, for being here. And yes, I think people are starting to get their copies of Whispers of Joy with little Max on the cover. So hopefully you will want to have that little book as well, not just for the cover, but it's Whispers from the Angels on every page. So thank you. Thank you, Max, for inspiration. Thank you, angels, for always coming through for us and teaching us about so many lessons in this lifetime if we just open up and receive. I love you. Take care, everyone. Stay in your heart. Stay blessed. Put a smile on your face, and let's get out there in the world and shine our light and show up as a lighthouse on this planet. I will see you all back here tomorrow, and bring your yays, because it will be a Friday.